Are you ready to be chosen in your life? To be someone's first, best, and only choice? This can apply to love, friendships, family, business relationships, your job, pretty much anything. Do you want more than anything else in this world to have someone choose you above the rest? Maybe you have a crush on someone who's very popular and has lots of options of people to date, and you want this person to choose you. Maybe it's an ex that broke up with you and they're seeing someone new, and you want more than anything for this person to regret their decision and to choose you. Or maybe it's friendship, and your best friend is not prioritizing you right now and passing you over to spend time with other people, and you just want them to pick you. Or maybe you feel like the least favorite child of your parents, and you want to be the favorite. Or maybe you entered a competition and you want to be selected in first place. It could even be a proposal you submitted to a high-powered business client, and you want them to select yours. Maybe you applied to an exclusive school that only accepts a few people, and you want your application to be chosen. This could even apply to a job promotion. Maybe there's a lot of people vying for the spot, and you want to be chosen. You get the idea. This can apply to pretty much anything in your life. Let me assure you right now that there is a way to guarantee that you will be chosen every single time, set apart from the rest, the clear, the only choice. Because competition actually doesn't exist. I know this may sound weird because it may feel like a lot of people are competing for the very same thing that you want. But I'm about to teach you what it is to be first, best, the only choice, every single time. Now, this advice will work for many different situations in your life, all different relationships of all kinds, so many different scenarios. Feel free to apply it to everything, no matter what the situation is. If you are looking to be chosen and to be set apart from the rest, then get ready to find out the exact steps to make this your reality, because it is so simple. In fact, when you learn how to do this, you will wonder why you did not do it sooner. Yes, you can attract someone to choose you, and you can do it in record time. You can turn around any situation. So how do I know that this works? Well, because these are techniques that I have personally used in my own life, to fix my relationships, my levels of success. Because I was someone that was always passed over, always pushed aside in favor of someone else. I was never selected. In fact, this started all the way back in childhood, and it was something that I just grew accustomed to receiving in my life. I was always passed over by friends in favor of other girls. In fact, one time I got invited to a sleepover, and I was so excited until she called a few hours later and canceled the invitation. Later on, I found out that it was because someone better had accepted her invitation, and she could only invite one person. So she dropped me. I was crushed. I think I cried about that for days. I was also the last person selected for sports in gym class. You know, when there's two teams and they're selecting a person, I was left last, and then the two teams would argue because neither one would want to take me. Yes, it was that bad. I used to think that this was just a curse, that I was defective in some way. And then this curse followed me into adulthood, where the same idea would recycle in terms of love relationships. Each guy I would fall in love with would pass me over for someone else. The weird thing is the girl that was chosen was always not as attractive, not as smart. Yet for some reason, this person got chosen over me every single time, the same type of person. And I just felt awful about myself. Each time that this would happen, I would cry my eyes out and wonder what was wrong with me. I did not know how to make this stop. But then I learned how to change my results, and just how easy it was to change my destiny, to change my outcomes, and to be the one who was chosen. I was able to empower myself in new ways. I realized I actually wasn't cursed at all. I had just become so familiar with that playing out in my life that I began to expect it when it didn't need to continue. I finally put a stop to it, and I'm about to show you how to do the same thing, because the person in question actually can choose you. And I'm about to introduce to you the exact steps on how to make it happen in your life every single time. I'm going to be divulging all of my secrets of everything I've learned along the way. So I'm going to teach you how to be chosen by using the concepts of the law of attraction, law of assumption, conscious deliberate manifestation, something that totally transformed my life. Because see, you are actually manifesting already. You're just manifesting the wrong results. And you've probably been doing this unknowingly, by accident, without even realizing you were doing it. But now you're going to consciously and deliberately choose, and by default, you will be the one who is selected, essentially chosen. You will change your fate. Again, I know this works because it's what I did. So I can speak with confidence and certainty that this will work for you if you apply it 100%. So take notes. You don't want to miss a single thing. I've taught so many people how to do this over the years, and if you need one-on-one help, I do have a 10-minute bonus coaching call that is available at DreamLifeByVeronica.com. I do want to say spots are limited, so don't hesitate to check it out. And if you enjoy this video, please subscribe. I release content daily on hacks that you need to live your best life ever. So are you ready for the advice that will change your life forever? Are you ready to start being the one who is chosen, who is picked as the only option, who is first, best, the only one? Well, if you are ready, I want you to shout it to the moon right now. Let's get geared up and start building some momentum, because your attitude and level of confidence has everything to do with your results. Let's start putting you in a place where you guarantee that you will succeed every single time and be chosen. It's time to stop begging and chasing and to start receiving and being selected. So the first thing we need to do is reverse the power roles, the power dynamics. So you are no longer helpless. You're going to make yourself a magnet for everything you desire. Start realizing that you are in control and can essentially choose who selects you instead of hoping and pleading that you'll be the one chosen. This is so simple. Anyone can do it. I don't care what circumstances you are facing. You can do it. If I could do this, you can do it. It is so easy. One of the biggest secrets to being chosen, and to guarantee you will be, lies in your self-concept. Because if you can't see yourself as the best, how on earth is someone else going to? How are they going to choose you if you essentially can't choose you? Now, this may sound almost silly at first, almost pointless. Like, why do I need to choose myself in order to affect my outcomes? But after you hear these steps, you're going to become the greatest master of it. The first thing that you need to do is to stop trying to convince this person to change their mind. Yes, you need to make this promise to yourself. Stop begging, pleading, writing them letters, calling them up, texting them, asking for another chance, saying why they should change their mind. It doesn't work. I remember one time I wanted this job really, really badly. And every single day I would show up and wait for the manager and ask again and say how ready I was to work. And you probably guessed it, I did not get the job. Because begging, pleading, chasing does not work. So you need to cut the cord on what you've been doing. And the second you change that rhythm, you make way for brand new results where you can be chosen. So stop trying to prove your worth. No more begging. Stop this both physically and mentally, because you've probably been having conversations with this person in your head, trying to convince them as well, and probably been doing it physically too. So we need to stop all of that. This is the only way you will succeed. Start becoming very aware of your mental conversations. It's going to be vital to your success, because if you constantly focus on arguing with them in your mind, proving your point as to why you should be chosen, then you are never living in the end result where you are already chosen. You're just in a place of lack. You're in a place of struggle, because manifesting is about feeling you already have something. So if you already had it, you would not be trying to convince them to choose you. They would have already chosen you. So make sure that you are not trying to convince someone in your mind to choose you. In the end, you are the first, the best, the only choice. So it's time to start acting like it. So turn it off like a light switch. Take the plunge. Stop trying to convince them in your mind. You may think that this is hard to do because you may feel a compulsion to do this, but it's obviously not serving your best interest because you haven't gotten the result yet Otherwise, you would not be watching this video. You want to turn the tables where you have the power, where you are chosen so many times that you are turning people down. So take this step. After all, what do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. The only thing that you are missing out on is all of that heartache, all of that struggle, all of that exhaustion. Because it's exhausting to argue with someone in your mind and convince them and stomp your foot. So you're just letting go of all of that pain and making room for the results you actually want. It's time to throw out all of the pain out the window and just start being first, best, the only choice, because you will then be prioritized, needed, valued. Everything will change. Now, I want you to get a pen and paper and start taking notes if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss a single step. It's going to be vital for your success. If you truly want to change your destiny, do not miss a single thing. It works when you apply 100% of it, and you have to put your entire heart into it. Feel free to watch the video again if you missed anything. It is time to start seeing yourself as a radiant source of perfect love, because that's what you actually are. You are unlike anyone else. There is only one of you, and that's your superpower. That's what makes you stand out apart from the rest. So I want you to start imagining that every single time you have an interaction with anyone in your world, that your true, wonderful, ideal, authentic self shines through, the ideal you, the perfect you, the flawless you. And that in doing this, it can affect others for the better. That your energy, your aura is so potent, so powerful, so wonderful that everyone around you, including this person in question, chooses you. So you are always perceived as your best self, and other people gravitate towards you as a result. By believing in yourself in this way, you will start to attract other people to choose you. You will become a magnet for all you seek. Like I said, you'll start having to turn people down. Turn down dating options. You'll have to start turning down job offers. Turning it down because you'll be offered so many wonderful choices, and you will get to pick. You will never be passed aside for someone else ever again. I want you to start labeling your situation as easy, even if it's been nothing of the sort thus far. Let's start assuming it's going to be easy. It's easy to attract this person to choose you. Them selecting you is easy. You are the clear-cut choice, the only choice, the best choice. First, best, only. Not in a conceited way, but just as a simple fact. This is going to be what you are, and this is going to be what you focus on. This is in direct opposition to seeing it as difficult, hard, a struggle, viewing yourself as a rejection, defective, bad in some way, flawed. So we're going to stop all of that and seeing this as flat out easy. It's super simple, and it's something that you can absolutely do. Something that you deserve because you are unique, you are special, and you are one of a kind. You are the only person who is you. Now, this is a feeling you are going to choose to grant yourself right now. And it does take some blind faith to try this out. But again, what do you have to lose? Has what you've been doing worked? Probably not. So try it, because I want you to feel right now that you are the first, the best, the only choice. Not as something you're trying to convince them of, but because you just are. This is who you are. I want you to feel right now that this person can actually choose you, that it's actually possible, because it benefits them in some way. So it's obvious why they would choose you. How could they not choose you? Yes, this is what you're going to become to them. The idea of it being obvious, basic, simple, not this dreamlike thing you're grasping for, but something that is so concrete, so easy, so obvious. No big deal, because you are the flat out best choice. You are the only choice. Start being nicer to yourself. Start giving yourself compliments instead of cutting yourself down. After all, how many times during the day do you recognize something good that you did? Versus how many times do you tell yourself you're stupid or you're an idiot or you did this wrong? Are you acting like a bully or a support system in your mind? This will have everything to do with whether other people choose you. So it's time to start praising yourself, comforting yourself, being kind in your mind, showing appreciation for yourself. Again, you matter. And this will have everything to do with how others treat you. This is one of the most important things to being chosen because we send out a powerful energetic force when we do this. This is how you're going to get this person to choose you. They will naturally come of their own free will because they will find you more attractive in some way, more desirable, more better fit for the position, or more like the clear choice in whatever it is. They will see you in a more loving way, a more sympathetic way. Whatever words apply to your situation, they will see you in a different way, in a new way. But you have to reinforce this idea about yourself and commit to it. You can't be bashing yourself all day in your mind and then expect to be chosen for a really exclusive job or school, or to have your family members like you, or to have your friends call you up. Like, how does that even work? That you're not a magnetic match to anything but rejection, because you're essentially rejecting yourself and you're telling yourself you don't mean anything. So you're sending out a message to everyone else, you don't mean anything. So why would they pick you? And again, you need to commit to this. You can't do it halfway. You have to commit fully. If you want this person to actually choose you, dive right in. Start doing it immediately. Again, what do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. When more emphasis is placed on showing yourself kindness, you're sort of solidifying your worth. This shows that you're more worthy and valuable of better experiences of being chosen. This will directly affect how this other person perceives you and sees you, and whether or not they will ultimately choose you. This will affect how all people in your life perceive you. Maybe even people from your past who have rejected you will come out of the woodwork and begin to choose you, or even apologize. All sorts of good things will start to happen. Because when it rains, it pours. So I want you to start actively noticing all of the things you like about yourself, all of the ways you appreciate that you are special, unique, different, perfectly you. This will immediately increase your self-concept, your value. You'll become high value. After all, right now, you probably think very highly of this person that you want to choose you. But what about you? If you keep placing emphasis on them, they will always reject you and not select you. If you want this person to select you, you need to give them a reason why they should choose you. And this has everything to do with how you see yourself. You can't just merely desire them to choose you. You have to become it. You must become the person who is chosen. So I want you to start noticing how unique, valuable, and special you are actively on a daily basis. Start writing it down. Start emphasizing it. Maybe your self-worth isn't that high right now. I know mine wasn't for a very long time. But honestly, if you keep committing to these steps and trying just baby steps every single day, it will add up. It's going to build and you're going to grow from that. And then you're going to realize just how easy this is, especially when the results start to pour in. So start noticing ways that you excel in life, things you do that are unique and special and wonderful. You can even notice things you'd like to do better, but don't criticize yourself. Just reinforce the good things that you're doing. I want you to praise yourself for being on this journey of self-improvement. You're trying to make a difference in your life. That means something. Keep having that determination inside of yourself and give yourself a compliment for taking these steps, for trying. This drive inside of you to succeed in new ways means something. You're making the effort. Many people don't even try. So the fact that you're trying, this is very magnetic. This is very special. This is very wonderful. And we are always attracted to those who are trying and putting their best effort forth. We admire them. You can get this person to see you as the best, the only, the clear-cut choice. But it all starts with you. It stems from you. You are at the center of your world. Life is simply acting as a mirror to what you believe inside, especially what you believe about yourself. And this is why these steps on self-love and appreciation of you mean so much. Do not skip them. Try to repeat these steps whenever it feels good. Get some inspiration going. Get excited about this. Be playful about it. Don't just get into a robotic rut of doing this, like drudgery. Have fun with it. That's how it will work best. Do it instinctually. Make up exercises of your own, too. Try to be very conscious of how you see yourself, what you're thinking about, how you're seeing this person that you want to choose you. Just try to embody more love, appreciation of self, fun, laughter, belief. The more you focus on you as the best, the more you choose you, the more you will be chosen, the more you will get the results that you actually want. You will be chosen every single time without even having to question it. You will just already know. You won't even have to worry about it anymore. You'll be embodying this 24/7, and it will become like muscle memory. It will be so easy and fun because it will pay off. You'll be the one who is chosen, needed, valued. That will only be your outcomes. Everyone in your life will act this way. Not just the person you want to choose you, but everyone. This person that you want to choose you does not actually have the power over your outcome in this situation. You have all of the power. You just haven't reclaimed it. You can become the confident version of you, the one that appreciates your value, sees your worth, sees your unique qualities. And you will get results every single time if you truly commit to the steps and follow it exactly. Remember, the beauty of life is to live it. You should get the results that you want. You shouldn't have to struggle. You should always be chosen. You are a very important part of this world and have so much to offer. You are not meant to be rejected. You are not meant to suffer. You are not meant to be passed over or to feel second best or unworthy. You are meant to know what it feels like to be chosen. But you have to experience that inside of yourself first before someone else can show that to you. You can't hope and wish someone will act that way in order to feel validated. You need to validate yourself first. You're meant to have someone value you and make you feel special, but grant yourself these feelings first. All right, well, I hope this video could change your life. Leave your success stories below, questions, comments. I love to interact with you. Again, 10-minute bonus coaching call, DreamLifeByVeronica.com. Don't wait, spots are limited. I am wishing you the best of success. May you always be chosen. The power is within you.